Today, we shall see victory! A great new altar fights at our side! I feel a storm cloud coming down today.
The anomaly should have killed us. But instead, it left us something more. Altered and Outrider. Only we can lead them to a future. Whatever we were before, we're something new now. We were given a second life. We can't waste it.
Alright, we're in the character creation screen. Customize character. It's very much like Destiny. You actually have to click on the face to see it. Wow, she looks like Anna Bray. I like that one and that. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Look, we live in Florida. We have a tan. Wait, how white is white? Oh, it's like dye bear white. Wow. We'll do dye bear white. Do the eyes? Look at the eyes. They look really good. Yowza. Nice. We'll go with blue. We can do hair customization. All right. We like hair. You. Yeah, we'll go with that one, I guess. Can we spin her? No. The hair is all really bad. Why is the brown hair green? I kind of want to do gray, kind of, but I like black. We're going to go with the black hair. Markings. All her scars. We're just going to go with no scars. Ooh, earrings. Which are probably a hazard. It's just jewelry, period. Hazard when you're in combat, but you know, it's a video game. We do what we want, right? Honestly, I think I like just the stud. She's got like 3 little ones up here. Kind of looks cool. Oh! Oh, that totally changes her look. You might want to do makeup before you pick your face. I'm a pretty vanilla girl, so, you know. We might do that. Yeah, we'll do the boring. That looks like everything, guys. Okay. Pretty simple. Malgorzata. We'll go with my name. Thank you for playing the Outriders demo. A message from the Outriders team. Before you land on Enoch, here are key things to be aware of. This demo encompasses the opening chapter of the game in full. Any progress you make can be carried over to the main game. There are many side quests and areas to explore. You will be introduced to all early game mechanics, though systems such as crafting will only unlock when you travel beyond the demo area. So no crafting in this. Drop-in, drop-out co-op will become available once you have selected your class. Please see the news tab for more info on multiplayer and crossplay. Finally, a guiding philosophy to end. You have to think aggressive. Kill to heal. Survival demands aggression. This is totally against my playstyle, so this should be fun. So you can join a random team after you finish the prologue. I have 47 friends online, but one is playing right now. All right. Guys, let's start a new game. Earth was dead. We had destroyed it. 2 colony ships were built to carry us across the stars. Only 1 ship made it. We're all that's left. After an 83-year journey, we orbit our new home. The planet Enoch, humanity's last damn chance.
Code 1, Flores command. You are clear to begin descent to surface.
Copy. Disengaging. Initiating auxiliary thrusters. Command, we are 20 to atmosphere breach.
Initiate burn. Rotate and brake.
Primary ignition to 30%. Rotating. We are engine first. Altitude 20,000 feet and falling.
Code 1, we are getting interference. Switch to high gain antenna.
Command, confirm signal strength.
You're looking great, Code 1. Go for landing.
Engines off. Pod 1 has landed.
Almost looks like home.
That's what worries me.
Well, boss, you ready?
Got my truck?
I want snipers at 3 and 6, multiple defense lines, and an operating base established within the hour. Move! Goodman, a word. You know the stakes of this mission. Flores is already half dismantled. Our engine's on its way down to power a city of 500,000. Now, if these Outrider bozos hit pay dirt, you report to me first.
Sir, I'm only here to ensure proper procedure is followed.
We're not on Earth, Shearer. There is no proper procedure.
Listen up, Outriders. I know what you're all thinking. There's no going home. And no one has a clue what's waiting for us out there. But the ECA pencilheads can't greenlight this land until we find their missing probes. So let's do our job!
ECA HQ to Outrider Alpha. Do you copy?
This is Alpha Actual.
Down atmospherics are messing with the radar. Can't get a lock on the probes.
Negative HQ. Our systems are all functioning. We'll set up camp further up.
Return to the camp for further instructions.
HQ, can you repeat? Getting some kind of
gotta head on foot. Need to stretch my damn legs.
I'll take point. Don't need to see you get eaten on day one.
Relax, Outrider. You don't owe me anything.
Cap, I wouldn't be here without you. I'd be buried in the ashes back home.
All right. Let's move out. Stay sharp. Watch our sixes.
So... it's stuttery so far. It's not using my computer resources very much, so... Alright. Looking around. WASD. Oh, it is using the resources quite a bit.
Would you smell that air? I can't even process breathing air that doesn't smell like a burnt carburetor.
I didn't mind the air back on Earth. I was used to it.
Trust me, you'll get used to fresh air too.
Truth is, none of us should even have gotten off Earth.
Survivor's guilt. You think any one of us isn't feeling it?
It's not just that. If the Caravel's engine hadn't exploded back on Earth and killed most of the real Outriders with it, there wouldn't be a bunch of mercenaries down here in their place.
I hired you because you don't let anything get in your way.
There is no sprint button. Control to climb up. Easy. Radar will help you locate quest objectives. Enemies and points of interest. Okay. Got it.
We'll make camp here. Outrider, set a beacon flag. Let HQ know the area's secure.
Mark the location for the Outriders camp. Tab. I think. I held it down. It's gorgeous. Okay, the stuttering is independent of my processor and my memory. My numbers are good on my computer and it's just catching. So that's hold E to capture. So yeah, that's a game thing. They'll figure that out. Looks like Horizon. I never played that. Right, my CPU is 40% right now. 50. My browser's closed. Memory is like 56%. Oh, we just shut up.
All right, people. We got jobs to do. Cuthbert, Scarstead, set up a perimeter. I want fortifications going up within the hour. Jakob, you're field testing the munitions. Gutman, get your scanner up and running so we can find those damn probes. Outrider, a word.
Jack-o'-lantern, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Bear Den. Hold E to talk.
Hey. No matter what happens out here, I need my best gun on this in case things go south. Can I depend on you?
Just tell me what to do, Cap.
Our weapons haven't been fired in nearly a century. Why don't you head over to Jakob and get your gear checked, and then be prepared to move out as soon as those probes are located. Any questions?
No word from Earth, I assume? It's really gone?
She went dark 15 years into our journey. More or less as predicted. ECA's confirmed no communication since.
Oh, shit. You know, I grew up a slumdog, fighting for scraps. Lost everyone, really. Long before the end. Doomsday just wasn't a thing I worried about. Hell, I wasn't gonna live past 20 anyway. Somehow, I was one of the ones who made it. Don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
As things go right, time's coming, you're gonna have to leave all that behind. This is a new beginning. You could have a family here. Build a cabin. Grow old and get fat.
Yeah, that's not me, Cap. Know my way around bullets, not kids. There's gonna be no need for someone like me here.
Maybe the old you, Outrider. But you're one of the chosen few. You get to build the future. Don't waste it.
Can someone find out who the voice actor is for that guy that we're looking at right now? So far I'm liking the cinematics. I like their mannerisms, their lifelike. They've done a good job so far. We have a choice, it looks like. Okay, I'm using my W and S keys to toggle, so we can say gonna head out and find Jacob, or did your family make it off Earth? I think we're gonna go through and get some lore here. We have to, it's how we roll.
Did any more of your people make it off Earth, Cap?
My brother. Almost. But no. They got him in cryo as we evacuated LA, hoping we could stop the bleeding. He was too far gone.
Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that.
I haven't had the time to think about it.
What about Sarah? She's good, right?
Yeah. My Sarah's up there. They don't wake her group for another 6 months, but I can wait. I didn't have a chance to tell you this and all the madness, but my little girl's pregnant. That's how I got her the seat.
It's a 2-for-1 special, huh? So that's why you've been in such a good mood since they unfroze your ass.
Don't push it, Outrider.
Yes, sir, Granddad, sir.
Alright, now we can head out and find Brother Art, Jacob. Toggle up, press E.
I'll go find Jakob's shooting range.
Good. We're on standby for those probes, so stay on alert.
Jack-o'-lantern, we're in the beginning of the game. We just got back on. So we have a journal entry. You have access to a new journal entry, J. Alrighty, just remove it from my screen. If we press J, we got the journal. Diary page. In the journal, you can find further information about characters, enemies, locations, collectible journals, and more. Sweet. This is the guy. He was kind of a douche. ECA Sergeant Major Charles Maxwell. We're not on Earth, Shira. There is no proper procedure. A high-ranking ECA officer and superior of Shira Gutman, Engineer Maxwell is in charge of overseeing the landing on Enoch and seems to hold a fair few ambitions for his own future. Doesn't seem too keen about giving the Outriders an easy time of it. Born in the UK long after his country had left the EU for the second time and was half sunk into the North Sea, his world was one of Dickensian destitution, never heard that word before, destitution and depravity not dissimilar to the dark ages of England's feudal past. But Maxwell was clever and driven, political animal from an early age, able to dig himself out of that morass on strength of his relentless mind. By the time Bruno Nyberg was elected president of the ECA, Maxwell was already long attached to his hip as his brash and brutal young military advisor. He was never meant to have a seat on the Flores, I don't know, let alone commanding a platoon of ECA soldiers, but Maxwell was never going to let that stop from getting off Earth. He is self-centered and devious and should not be easily trusted. Not sure if you guys got that vibe in the beginning of the game. I kind of did, but you know, it's nice that they actually told us that. Next guy, Jack Tanner, Outrider Captain. I'd like to know who the voice actor is for him. This planet is our last chance, Outrider. We won't get another. A veteran of many of Earth's worst final wars, Tanner roamed the globe as the leader of a highly trained group of mercenaries, lending their services to the highest bidder. As a mercenary captain, Tanner was known for his effectiveness, but notorious for his unorthodox methods. After a great number of the original Outriders died in the Caravel catastrophe, the ECA approached Tanner with a proposition. Rebuild the Outriders, and embody their ideals to serve as humanity's vanguard. Tanner took the gig and gathered together the best of his team. You were among the first he approached, and he offered you a place at his side among the Outriders. Joining Tanner on the Flores is his daughter, Sarah, who also happens to be pregnant. She remains in cryostasis. What is cryostasis? Cryostasis! Oh, there we go. The Y wasn't completely there. Tanner leads the Outriders on their first mission to Enoch to be first boots on the ground and secure the planet for the 500,000 souls aboard the SM Flores that will follow them down. She's pregnant and in cryostasis. Yes, Ree! We will be uploading that to YouTube soon. That was a great... I was grinning. I was grinning when we read that. This is Pog. Welcome back. If we scroll down... Groups. Okay. Article extract. Who are the Outriders? The Outriders were formed by the leaders of the Enoch Colonization Authority, a hand-picked group of the finest specialists with scientific, engineering, and military expertise, with the purpose of serving as humanity's vanguard. As chaos unfolded on Earth and cities fell into rubble, the Outriders were sent as rescue squads into lawless, destroyed places and escorted people to safety. The Outriders became heroes in the eyes of many. But it was not to last. Disaster struck their ranks when most of the original Outriders died in the Caravel catastrophe. With only a few months before the Flores' launch, the ECA was left without a front-line force to scout ahead, establish a safe perimeter on the new planet, and protect the population from any threats. In a mad scramble to rebuild the group, the ECA recruited the new Outriders from various mercenary forces and guns for hire, with Jack Tanner as their leader. The Outriders were once considered to be the best humanity had to offer. Now, many among the ECA are skeptical of the new hires, regarding them as nothing more than gun-toting opportunists, loyal only to themselves. To appease concerns, the ECA has assigned Staff Sergeant Charles Maxwell to oversee their operations upon landing on Enoch. Maxwell's scathing criticisms of the Outriders are no secret. But the question remains. These new, untested Outriders will be the first boots on Enoch, tasked to secure the region in which our colony will be established, and pave the way for all of us who follow. Can we really trust these Outriders with the future of humanity? Enoch's governing body, the Enoch Colonization Authority, the ECA, was a governmental body created by former heads of state and CEOs of multinational corporations working together to shepherd Project Expansion. The ECA was responsible for overseeing the construction of the Flores Ark ship, the Caravel Scout ship, and the formation of the Outriders, charged with spearheading the colonization of Enoch. Once on Enoch, the ECA would undertake the role of central authority, overseeing logistics and establishing law and order for the human colony. Bruno Nyberg was the first elected president and traveled with the Flores to Enoch. Bruno. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so much in here. We're gonna keep doing this. Outriders mission Earth, home planet. In 2032, that's in 11 years, the Earth began experiencing aggressive seismic activity. Some blamed it on secret weapon experiments carried out by the world's superpowers, a tectonic weapon that could target any location in the world and cause an earthquake. Another theory posed that experimental tech that could manipulate gravitational forces was responsible, causing some kind of imbalance in Earth's own gravitational pull. Others believed it to be an unexpected effect of the global warming already destabilizing the planet. Among others, series of natural disasters that awakened long-dormant volcanoes and kicked up skyscraping tsunamis. Whatever the real reason, and perhaps they were all contributing factors, the truth was lost to history as the situation snowballed into catastrophe. Studies revealed that these earthquakes would only grow stronger and more frequent, disrupting weather patterns, toxifying the world's water supply, destroying cities, until the Earth's surface became uninhabitable, and all life on the planet would be annihilated within a century. The world's leaders were able to keep the coming extinction level event secret until 2048, when the first worldwide seismic cataclysm killed hundreds of thousands. Over the coming decades, as global disasters became routine, cities swallowed by the earth, submerged by the ocean, or buried by mountains, the world descended into chaos. Global instability, anarchy, and riots engulfed the planet. Throughout this period, many nations tried to find ways to save humanity. Trillions were spent building floating cities, space arcs, vast underground bunkers. But in the end, humanity's inability to work together and the sheer immensity of the task led to failure for all but one project, the SM Flores and the Caravel, the two ships that would embark on an interstellar voyage to the planet Enoch to find a new home for the last of humanity. In 2091, the last message from home was received by the Flores computers. As far as anyone knows, there is no longer any life on planet Earth. Message: SM Flores automated mission log. Contact with planet Earth lost. Initialized diagnostics check. Processing attempt 1 to reconnect to Earth. SM Flores comm officer mid-flight report. It finally happened. I accessed communications today and found the automated mission log reporting thousands of failed reconnection attempts with Earth. Diagnostic checks ruled out faults on our end, and backup comm systems reported 0 messages. It doesn't feel real to write this. Earth is no more. I like how if you haven't read it, it's highlighted, it's outlined in yellow, so that's good. So flight to Enoch. Expansion project, Arc ship. A brilliant scientist born in 1991, Professor Sibylla May Flores, invented the eponymous gravity manipulation device, which led to the construction of the grav drive engine, capable of achieving 15% light speed. Her discovery led to the expansion project. Many countries around the world put aside their differences and came together to contribute personnel and resources toward the building of the interstellar Arc ship. In its creator's honor, the ship was dubbed the SM Flores. The Flores is powered by nuclear reactors and able to carry 500,000 people. It is equipped with 3D printer factory modules that will use the raw materials of Enoch to build the infrastructure of massive colony cities. Edwards Air Force Base, located in the Mojave Desert, was used as the base for a massive space elevator. More spaceports around the world, including Baikonur in southern Kazakhstan, Jiuquan in northern China, Guyana in South America, and Uchinora in Japan. Guys, unless it's like Russian or French, I can't pronounce it right. Leave me alone. Were all used as launch pads for the rockets that would transfer personnel and resources to Earth's orbit, where the Flores was constructed. The plan also involved creating a scout ship, the Caravel, that would reach Enoch before the Flores. Carrying a much smaller population, its mission was to find a suitable location for the colony, scout the planet, and gather basic information. But instead, due to a catastrophic engine malfunction on launch, the Caravel never left Earth's orbit. The SM Flores arrived at planet Enoch after decades of voyage, carrying only a fraction of humanity. The Caravel. The forward reconnaissance and migration ship, the Caravel, was meant to reach Enoch after an interstellar voyage of 80 years, 3 years prior to the arrival of the SM Flores. Along with other essential crew aboard the Caravel, the Outriders' objective was to scout the landing area and establish a safe zone for colony establishment, designate resource locations, and gather relevant data, and prepare the ground for the arrival of the SM Flores. The future safety and prosperity of all colonists on the New World were in the hands of the Outriders. Unfortunately, due to catastrophic engine failure at the time of launch, the Caravel was rendered inoperational. In the chain reaction caused by the explosion, over 8,000 souls were lost, along with nearly the entirety of the Outrider team. While the Caravel would never be able to accomplish its goal, the need for the Outriders remained. New recruits had to be found to fulfill the mission of securing the surface of Enoch for the future colony. Flight to Enoch, SM Flores technical specifications. It's big. I kind of want to do some research on this later to see like how it corresponds to something, but I'm not going to even talk about that right now. The ship's enormous mass necessitated the assembly of the Flores in Earth's orbit. The transportation of materials to orbit, together with the manpower required to construct the ship, was a result of the combined efforts of multiple Earth governments cooperating. Among the most critical core components of the Flores that housed and shielded the passengers, crew, supplies, and equipment brought to Enoch were the drop pods. Capable of short-distance travel, atmospheric entry, and autonomous piloting, the drop pods were small-scale ships that would transport everything from the Flores to the surface of Enoch. After landing, they could be retrofitted as living spaces, warehouses, or production facilities. While the Flores was fueled by nuclear power, the drop pod engines were powered with hydrazine, a durable fuel that was easy to store and resilient to long-distance space travel. The plan was for 3 Artemis X-class rockets to launch daily, over a total of 35 years, carrying workers, specialized personnel, and materials. In reality, it took 43 years, until the Flores construction was complete. Last one for now. I believe this is the last one for now. There's a lot of story, like, in the lore, so it's very Destiny-like in that sense. ECA's and Outriders' combined arsenal. Due to the uncertainty of what dangers humanity might face in an unknown world, the ECA and the Outriders came prepared for all eventualities, including hostile fauna and internal unrest. Approximately 50, I don't know what MT is, of armaments is it megatons? Could be megatons of armaments, were brought aboard the Flores, primarily infantry weaponry, but also body armor and 10 megatons of riot gear. Most infantry weapons were modular carbines that could be modified to adapt to a variety of engagements, from short to long range, from lethal to non-lethal. The Outriders were designated the Universal Modular Colony Truck, a highly agile and adaptable vehicle that served multiple purposes, whether it was as a forward scouting vehicle, an armored personnel carrier, or a mobile research laboratory. The UMCT's body was made of thick metal plates reinforced with metal beams, making them very durable. The ECA decided to use this multi-purpose vehicle as it could be quickly retrofitted to serve different needs, with a variety of sockets and outriggers. The UMCT was later essential in the construction of the colony, serving as a reliable workhorse. The truck's modularity allowed them to work as cranes, bulldozers, excavators, tree cutters, or simply as transport cargo trucks. There we have it, folks. All the lore that we have access to at present in the journal. So that is our background of why we're here. It is a megaton. Okay, thank you. So we need to go to... There he is. He's got a man bun. I take issue with this. Wow, look at the view, guys. Those waterfalls. It won't let me move forward. That's awesome. Alright, Jacob. Talk.
What's on your mind, boss? I know that look you get.
You can play a male character, yes. I'm ready for target practice. That last day on Earth was a nightmare. What do you think about Enoch? Let's work our way through.
What do you make of this place, Jakob?
It's perfect. Beautiful. How long you want to bet before we bury it all under concrete and plastic?
Oh, come on. You can't still be that cynical. Just look at this valley.
I don't know, boss. Maybe we all just got too much riding on this. We already have one dead planet in the rear view. If we screw this one up too,
maybe we won't.
Sure, maybe this is really it. Maybe we can finally stop sleeping with our guns under our pillows, stop worrying about food every goddamn day. Believe me, boss. I want this to work. You have no idea. But, huh? People don't change.
Still got your money on black, huh?
The house always wins.
Okay, so we have to call him Yakub. No Americanization here. He's kind of crabby.
That last day got really hairy. I wasn't sure if any of us were gonna make it.
We cut it pretty close. You can't stop thinking about it either.
I know. It's insane. It was 80 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like days. My knuckles are still sore, my ears still ringing from all the gunfire.
I mean, there were thousands of them, all climbing over each other, slaughtering everyone in their way, and tried to pull down the launch tower to bash in the doors of our shuttles.
I've been in a lot of war zones, but that was fucking anarchy.
Look, it was either us getting off the planet or them, but we just did what we had to do.
We do what we have to do. We look out for each other.
Hell, we better. Other than the Captain Cuthbert, you're the only person left alive I know.
I'm the only person left alive worth knowing.
I'm glad you made it on board, you old bastard.
Me too.
I like my character. She's badass. I'm ready for target practice.
Time to test my gear.
Up for some target practice, boss. Let's get started.
Alright, let's see if we know how to shoot things. Okay. Okay. Space to enter cover.
Ooh, fancy stuff.
Yeah, a new toy. You're the first one to test it out, boss.
I was just gonna say fancy as well. Okay, hold to aim. Mind you, we haven't touched the sensitivity at all, so R to reload. So she automatically goes to cover. Once you hit space, and I right click to aim, that's what takes her out.
Think you could take on a tank? Just like riding a bike. Now give that sidearm a try, eh?
Q. I'm hitting Q. Oh, so I did Q and then right click and...
Nice. Haven't lost your touch.
Q to switch back to your main weapon, okay. Complete the weapon set.
Damn. Somehow 80 years has improved your aim.
I don't know if I want to change something.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yep. Still got it.
Ammo crates will allow you to
Outrider,
restock your ammo.
check on our ECA rep. See if Shear's found any probes yet.
Spacebar removes you from cover.
Hey there, little guy. Hey.
What's eating you? Claro. What's it with?
Journals can be unlocked in many ways. Look around, fight, complete quests, and try to collect them. We're exploring. Okay, it won't let me go in there. I tried control.
I'm supposed to be here. I deserve to be here.
Collect. Journal entry. History of Earth apocalypse doorstops. Closed meeting transcripts. Scientists. I'll take your questions now. Voices of country delegates yelling. Chinese delegate. Are these earthquakes natural? We have several delegates. Was last year's underground nuke responsible? Scientist says, we don't know. It's unclear whether this is caused by natural or man-made forces. Can the destruction be contained? We don't know, but our models suggest the next tectonic wave, a 9.7, will strike South America in 3 months. There will be more tectonic movements after that, and they will grow stronger and more frequent until the continents start... I can't scroll down. Hello. Spacebar. I mean, arrow keys. Start repositioning. But sea levels are already rising. Can't we... How long until Earth no longer supports life? Our best estimate, Earth will be incapable of sustaining life beyond the end of the century. Angry shouting interrupts the meeting. G9 closed meeting reconvened. UN Secretary General joint statement. The group of 9 have agreed to the following. The findings of the Research Commission shared among the G9 are to remain classified to the highest order. None of the matters discussed are to be made public. Any breaches of this directive, leaks to the press, social media, and any other outlet, regardless of intention, will lead to exclusion from further programs and may be considered as casus belli, an act of war. G9 meeting closed. Year 2034. Guests Sibylla May Flores with delegates. Flores says, we cannot stay. There will be nothing left on Earth to accommodate us. What is it you're suggesting we do instead? An ARC ship, built in orbit, capable of transporting us to the nearest habitable planet. The ARC ship will be powered by nuclear energy with capacity for 500,000 passengers. An auxiliary scout ship, the Caravel, will also be built to reach the destination planet before the ARC ship to establish a safe zone and prepare the ground for the first human settlement outside Earth. Sounds of disapproval, contempt. I believe you are in the wrong meeting, Ms. Flores. The Star Trek convention is down the road. That sounds like a French delegate, doesn't it? You're wrong. A floating city built on the surface of the ocean. That is the only realistic option we have. My people have already begun drafting the plans. For once in your lives, take the science seriously. You cannot have a city in the middle of the ocean. There will be no oceans left. This is fun. Jakub Dabrowski, Outrider mechanic. Believe me, boss, I want this to work. You have no idea. But people don't change. Jakub's always been a scoundrel and a grouch, but there's nobody you'd rather have at your side in battle. Originally from Poland, hell yeah, Jakub lost his parents in the siege of Warsaw and grew up scrounging on the streets. He managed to escape to the States by boat as a young refugee, where he was happy to take up arms as a mercenary as long as he got 3 meals a day. Jakub signed on as a mechanic and driver until Jack Tanner, the same day you were recruited. Under Jack Tanner. Over the next 5 years, you faced combat together more times than you care to count, fighting for whatever country was paying. You and Jakub were the only survivors of a squad airdropped into Venezuela during the fall of Caracas and managed to extract 3 high-profile assets. You lasted 9 months together in a Syrian prison camp in '73. Along with Tanner, you and Jakub survived a chopper crash in the Zagros Mountains and walked all the way to Kermanshah? We'll go with it. On landing day on Enoch, Jakub is the outrider responsible for driving and maintaining your truck as you secure a perimeter for the first human colony. This will likely be the last time you have to serve together, if all goes according to plan. You're liking it so far, so am I. This is pretty good stuff. We don't need to talk to him. We're just kind of looking around. There's stuff.
Hey there, little guy. Almost stepped on you. How many feet you got there? 2, 4, 6, 8. 11?
11's weird. It's not symmetrical.
Yeah, Alta. I'm supposed to be.
Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I wish you could have seen this, Dad.
Hey. You're Shira, right?
I'm sorry. Can you believe this landscape? It's so beautiful.
Now, if only we had an internet to post those to.
It's for your scientific record. Besides, we'll have the internet up and running in the first 6 months. The entire thing was backed up.
I'm just pulling your leg, Shira. Any luck with the probe?
The scan's still running. I don't know what else I can do, it's just... How can the probe signals have simply vanished?
Yeah, they said it was some kind of interference or something?
From space, maybe, but not from down here.
Still, seems initial readings were right. We're breathing.
Yes, but before the ECA can authorize 500,000 more people coming here, we need the probe's data to know we can support them.
And if we can't, what's the ECA's plan B?
Do you have any questions I got answers to?
How is this colonization gonna work? You're in the planning rooms, right?
Yes. We've already started disassembling the engine. We need to bring that down first. The nuclear core should give us enough power to get the colony up and running.
And when do the civilian pods start coming down?
Within a few weeks, if all goes well. First, just enough people and resources to get our infrastructure running. You know, water, food, and shelter. Then we'll keep waking folks from cryo, a few thousand at a time, no more than we can feed. Until before you know it, you'll be standing in the middle of a city.
And meanwhile, the Flores stays up there?
The ship was built in orbit. It was never meant to land. We'll have to keep it in our skies until we're capable of space flight again. One day, maybe.
Alright, tell me the truth. Do you think the ECA's thought this whole plan through?
Well, my father was part of the team that designed the plan. My entire life he helped prepare for this day. The greatest undertaking of human history.
Oh, so that's how you got on the ship, huh? Daddy smoothed your way?
No. I studied engineering. Spent years in orbit. Designed structure, drilling rivets into the hull. I helped build that ship.
So you earned your way on. Good for you.
It was my father. Just not like the way you thought. He gave up his place for me. He stayed behind.
Shit, I'm, sorry.
He would have been in awe of this place. But in the end, it's just me. It's strange not knowing anyone here.
When this is over, come hang out with us. We're not such a bad bunch.
I might take you up on that.
How is this colonization gonna work? You're in the planning rooms, right?
Yes. We've already started disassembling the engine. We need to bring that down first. The nuclear core should give us enough power to get the colony up and running.
And when do the civilian pods start coming down?
Within a few weeks, if all goes well. First, just enough people and resources to get our infrastructure running. You know, water, food, and shelter. Then we'll keep waking folks from cryo, a few thousand at a time, no more than we can feed. Until before you know it, you'll be standing in the middle of a city.
And meanwhile, the Flores stays up there?
The ship was built in orbit. It was never meant to land. We'll have to keep it in our skies until we're capable of space flight again. One day, maybe.
I hit the wrong thing and did it twice.
Hey, is that supposed to blink that way?
Oh. That's a probe.
Tanner, I think we got a signal. It's close.
Excellent work, Outrider. Now go locate the damn thing, so we can land this beauty.
Copy that.
Hey, it's an historic moment. We should document it.
For the scientific record, huh?
Hey, Lady Assassin, how are you today? I like it. Suddenly, Speedy Gonzalez here. Alright, locate the probe! Let's go to the star on the... I do like the big fat
I got
yellow
movement.
stars.
9 o'clock, something big.
Uh-oh.
All units stay alert. Guard the perimeter. Hold your fire until we know what we're dealing with.
What if it tries to kill me? And you tell me not to...
Oh, I got eyes on some kind of hyena-looking cow things.
Yeah, I'm seeing them over here too. A whole herd of them.
Are we sure all the wildlife around here are vegetarian?
Herbivores? We call them herbivores?
Whatever. They look pretty ugly, you ask me.
No, they're astonishing. I bet they can be domesticated for farming.
I bet they make some fat, juicy steaks.
I mean, you eat them first and let me know how you feel. I had to run through the water, guys.
One of those cow things is sunning itself right on my path.
Hey, maybe you can get close enough to get a DNA sample.
Not exactly a priority, but if I can get close without spooking it, I'll try.
Wall and cover holds space to move between cover. I'm holding space.
Nah, scared it off.
Aww.
But I've secured the objective.
Fantastic.
Got some kind of storm brewing. Cap, found the probe. Looks like it landed pretty hard, but the data seems intact.
Copy that. Transmitting to HQ now. Good work, Outrider.
Hold on. Tanner? I'm picking up the second signal, but something's weird about this one.
Weird?
The pitch is rising and falling? It's supposed to be a steady tone.
Outrider Alpha to HQ. Hold off on calling in that green light. We got another probe out here to analyze.
Negative, Alpha. Your job is done.
Damn it. Maxwell, listen to me. We can't afford to make mistakes. Give us time.
Any more time and we lose our orbital window. We have the data, I'm calling it in. You want to keep searching? Don't blame me if you find trouble. Over and out.
All right, Outriders. Rendezvous back with the convoy. Let's go find that stray.
You don't have to sign up for it, just go download it. That thing was loud. Press shift to start sprinting. There we go. Journal entry, the valley. Let's look at it. Establishment of colony, candidate locations, ECA report. Persistent interference in the upper atmosphere continues to impede our efforts to identify a viable location for the landing. The Outrider contingency will be vital in determining our best option for the establishment of the colony. Orbital imagery has revealed a wide, likely fertile valley. The mountains and the dense forests that surround this valley would serve well as both suppliers of the natural resources we need and as natural barriers against any potential hostile incursions by native fauna. Characters. Shira. We need to check this whenever we meet somebody. ECA engineer, can you imagine what this world will be like in a few months? A few years? A brand new civilization. A second chance. Shira is part of the ECA's engineering team. As one among the Flores' essential crew members, she's had a hand in the ship's construction and design while it was still in Earth's orbit. On Enoch, she has been assigned to accompany the Outriders on landing day to gather planet data analytics and oversee the technical side of the colony's establishment. Born in Tel Aviv, she had a troubled childhood in the city's last years before war and rising temperatures rendered the desert countries uninhabitable. Her father's position as a high-ranking city planner meant the family was able to escape before war tore through the country. Resettled in Montreal, Shira was able to get an engineering education in one of the few cities that still supported universities. Shira did all she could to try and live a normal life, taking in stray animals, giving food to the hungry. But in a dying world, there was little room for people like her. When armed conflict eventually creeped into Montreal, she abandoned her home and committed herself to the construction of the Flores. During her time in Earth's orbital station, she supported her father's work on the Flores. Shira recorded hundreds of hours in spacewalk while building the ship, and contributed to such systems as life support, hull reinforcement, and solar paneling. But even for skilled engineers like Shira, seats on the Flores were hard to come by. Even more so after the Caravel's launch failed. Shira's father, the only one in the family with a guaranteed seat, gave up his place for his daughter. You can't jump though.
Hey, Cuthbert, any updates?
The probe signal is mostly noise, but I've tracked its source. There.
Hope you all brought your galoshes.
Jakob. Same shit, different planet.
Oczywiście. Piece of shit. Electronics are freezing up.
Trucks are down. We continue on foot. Soldier, your primary focus, Shira. Understand? We keep moving. Eyes up.
Choke on your own spit, dude?
It's nothing, I'm good.
Jesus. Get back to the ship! Alert the medics!
What's going on?
Hey, stay back!
Get a medic to the south perimeter.
God damn it.
Tanner, got eyes on the probe. I got movement. Heading in.
ECA HQ. We've encountered a potential biological hazard. Requesting quarantine procedure at base.
Damn it, Tanner! I told you bozos not to go and mess up this operation. It's my name on the line with this landing, and you have no authority over me.
Maxwell! Shit. Unit 2, stay at your position. We are heading your way. Prepare the med tent in case we need to act fast.
Dude, Maxwell's a dick. Interesting. So they have an observation mode.
Hey, boss, we lost you.
I'm getting our straight probe. How's Scarstead?
He looks like shit.
Any idea what this black gunk is?
Some kind of saprophyte or mycelium? Let's need to collect samples.
Isn't a mycelium like a bacterium? Oh, you have to be quick with the observes, guys. If you jumped over, I needed to press E fast. That's fine though, we're good. So if you see it, press it. Alright, WASD. Hold it in a direction and press control to dodge enemy attacks. This is what we learned to fight. So.
Okay, you want to play? Then let's play.
Oh, I'm bad at this. Ah, it was too late. What do you do when you're hurt? Shit.
Captain, I got attacked by one of those cow things. Something drove it crazy. I had to put it down. Keep an eye out.
Copy that, Outrider. Now move your ass and find that probe.
Cow thing. That's right. You have to be aggressive to heal. So far, it's good, Era.
Tanner, I found it.
Good work. Get the drives and get the hell out.
Wait, hold on. This thing's just in relay mode. Tanner, the signal isn't coming from the probe. It's coming from outside our search zone, somewhere else on the planet.
That's impossible. There is nobody else. Secure the hard drive. We'll analyze that signal back at base.
Copy. Ugh! Damn it! Something's frying it, Tanner.
Give us the frequency.
Carrier frequency is 97 point... Tanner? Do you copy? Oh, shit. Tanner, I'm seeing some really strange shit down here. What the fuck?
Do you copy?
Oh my god! Jakob! Hurry!
I can't even start this yet.
Just run.
It kind of feels like it, except better.
Come on! Help me.
Casualties! Possible contamination. I need quarantine set up at base. Do you copy? Shit. Maxwell, what the fuck is all this?
What does it look like?
Sergeant Major, sir, we have to follow quarantine procedure and hold the landing. Whatever the original reports about this planet, they were wrong. There's some kind of anomaly. If we land now, everyone will die.
There's no holding the landing. It's too late for that. There's nowhere else to go.
Tanner, here! We need help!
We need medics! See to them! Hurry!
No, stop. They're contaminated. We contain them. That's an order.
You always were an asshole. Look around you. We got men and women in need of medical attention. Now get your asses in gear and do the right thing, or I'm gonna have to...
No!
Contain this. Now! Burn the fucking bodies!
Maxwell's lost his goddamn mind!
I'll take care of the wounded. Just hold them back.
Jakob, cover me. I'm going after Maxwell.
I
gotcha.
like that guy.
Outriders, stand down! That's an order!
Sure.
What
Right
are we
after
doing?
you call off your goddamn goons.
Yeah,
Sergeant
fuck
Major,
your goons,
the
dude.
entire colonization is threatened.
Hello?
We need to warn the Flores.
Your Outriders are the ones who...
Trying to do space bars, not working.
This mission.
Bullshit. Fuck you, dude. E to interact. Do I need to... Ooh. Why, hello. Tanner's backup rifle. I'm pressing E. So it's not incredibly responsive, but I have faith that they'll work that out. So this is use the inventory screen to inspect and equip your gear. Choose a weapon or armor slot to select a category and then a particular item to equip it. So that and then that. Easy. Okay. Okay. I didn't know we had a shotgun. Looks like a shotty. Right. What in tarnation? Oh. I kind of like this thing. So I'm rolling even though I just want to climb it, so I guess I can't climb it.
Maxwell set up a blockade. He's gonna burn everything down.
Why?
So he can tell the story his way. How the Outriders fucked everything up. He needs to die.
Outrider, wait. Maxwell is the only one who can call off the landing. You need to get him to see reason.
Dude, this gun is cool! Actually, the guns do feel a little bit like Anthem era. Press MV4 to attack your enemy in melee. Mouse button 4, got it. Let's just beat the fuck out of each other. I won. The melee's kind of weird.
Don't let them near!
You're a dick, dude. Like, I'm done with you. No. Stop hiding! Like, killed my friend, yo.
Do the right thing! Call it in! Postpone the fucking landing!
It's too late!
Can you help me with the wounded? We have to get them to MedLab.
Over here!
Come on, move your asses!
I may be getting into it just a little bit, guys. We have another cutscene.
We're almost there. You're gonna be fine. Okay, here.
Make it happen!
What are you doing?
I'm putting you back into cryo until MedLab can save your fucking life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm done for.
Pep talks aren't really my thing.
When is something truly over? Was it when your people left Earth behind? Was it when you watched the first spaceship crash and burn? Was it when you saw your fellow Outriders crumble at your feet? Was it watching yourself die? But Enoch isn't done with you yet, Outrider. Like I always say, it ain't over till it's over.
You, what year are you from? Year, what year?
What?
Is this your pod? Where were the uplink nodes?
Come on, Doc. We need to go. They're coming.
Wait, we can't just leave them here. These are Outriders.
They're not why we're here.
I'm sorry.
Don't move, asshole! Captain! Not another one!
Outrider. Thought your kind
was all dead.
Dead! Uncuff me and find out!
The anomaly's coming. Let's see how fast you can run! The no man's land! Like the others!
Where the hell am I?
Shut your goddamn mouth!
Hey, soldier! You're ECA too, right? When we get to no man's land, we gotta stick together if we want to survive.
Survive what?
Getting our asses fried by the big storm!
Hey, I told you to shut the hell up! We're here! Come on!
Go back! Go back! What the hell's happening? They've got an Eldred and tearing our guys apart! You need to get out of here! But where? Storm's coming! You think the Eldred care about a storm?
Shit.
Take the back way through the bridge!
We're not gonna make it! Let's just cross them out here! Get the cover!
And rob the captain of his show, are you out of your goddamn...
Watch out! Yes, help it! What's she doing? Leave it alone!
Hell? Your man was wounded! That's better that way! Don't struggle! Go!
How long has it been?
What?
This war, how fucking long?
Who knows? Since before I was born!
That's fucking impossible!
Come on, open the goddamn gate!
And move! Hold tight, almost there!
Almost where? Where are you taking us? I'm not supposed
What the
to be...
hell is the matter with you? You just wake up or something?
Cryo, I just...
Well, let me catch you up real quick. That paradise you Outriders promised us, guess what we've got instead? Goddamn alien storms! No shelter, no food, just kicked to the curb like exiles while your ECA pals got fat in their bunker!
Bullshit! It wasn't like that! We lost electronics! We could have left you all to rot in your cryopods! But we didn't! We saved you, ungrateful! Fuck off!
How many times did I tell you to shut up?
Hands open! Better hold your breath!
Welcome to the Valley of Death, asshole!
This can't be happening! You people are insane! All of this is fucking insane!
Oh, yeah, it is! Time to walk no man's land, pal!
Me.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen. Alright, That was a bunch of cray-cray. We have the Techromancer, long-range support, gadgets. I like how succinct they are. Pyromancer, medium range, conjurer fire. Trickster, close range, hit and run, space time. Devastator, close range, tank, stand your ground. Seriously, the brevity is amusing. We already know from previous research we want to do Pyromancer. Cover foes in flames, incinerate entire squads, and heal your own wounds as enemies fall to your inferno. As the Pyromancer, you will recover health whenever enemies marked by your skills are killed. Okay, so since that gives us that, let's go look at the others for anyone who's interested in seeing what the other classes are. Technomancer, manipulate the anomaly to animate constructs and bend them to your will, aiding allies and killing enemies from afar. As the Technomancer, you will recover a portion of the damage you deal as health. Trickster, bend the laws of space and time to appear out of nowhere, assassinate your enemies, and return to safety in the blink of an eye. As the Trickster, each enemy killed in close range heals you and grants a portion of shield. Devastator, take point and defend your allies. Ground and foes alike will tremble as you pass. This is the Titan. As the Devastator, you will recover health from slain enemies that stood too close. And boom. Let's do this. Let's follow this path. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Kate, we had to figure out who we were first before our ghosts could res us. Eyes up, Outriders! Welcome to the Outriders demo. In this demo, you will be able to experience the first of many regions from the Outriders' epic journey through Enoch. I know, right? What's up with Eyes Up? Experience the story. You'll be able to reach character level 7 and world tier 5. You will also be able to hold a maximum of 25,000 lug nuts, 1,000 hunks of silver, 1,000 blobs of something, and 10 pyramids of Giza. So don't hoard. Spend. Explore Rift Town. The demo has no time limit, so check out vendors, finish all 4 side quests, and discover all of the journal entries. Test all 4 classes. We will do this, I promise. After completing the prologue, you will be able to skip it with new characters. Feel free to jump back in and quickly experience all 4 Outrider classes. And here we go. We need to catch up on our journal entries. Oh yes, we do. ECA Charles Maxwell. We already read this one, didn't we? Did we read this, or is there a new one? No, we read this. Okay. Here we go. Wait, why is this new? Jack Tanner Outrider Cat, but we read this already. It's a little buggy. Because we did read him. Actual new ones. We read her. Olivia Cuthbert. This is Anthem, Halo, and Destiny wrapped into one. Lol. Olivia Cuthbert, Outrider Technician, seen a lot of people kissing the dirt after 83 years frozen in cryo. Fuck the dirt. Someone point me to the closest titty bar. I think we know what persuasion she is. A specialist technician among the Outriders, Cuthbert has been assigned to assist Shira Gutman in isolating and tracking down the digital signatures left behind by the ECA's exploratory probes sent to Enoch's surface. Before she was an Outrider, Cuthbert was a getaway driver, a late-night bouncer, a radio DJ, anything to keep out of trouble. But trouble always found a way of finding her. She lost both her parents at age 12 in the San Francisco riots, back when the major utilities were shutting down. She managed to survive on her own in one of the refugee camps across the Golden Gate Bridge when San Francisco had gone dark, torn apart by gangs. But it wasn't long before she was a gangbanger herself. Oh, sweet Jesus. And would have died out there if not for Captain Tanner. He saw something in her and gave her a spot in his brigade, apprenticed her to the tech team. Over the years, Cuthbert's growing technical expertise has gotten you and Yakub out of several of the tricky situations you always seem to find yourselves caught up in. Cuthbert has had very few friends, but you're one of them. Cuthbert has been able to track another distant probe, and her readings led the Outriders into the forest. She was struck by the cataclysmic storm while trying to escape the forest. You couldn't save her. She died in front of your eyes. Magnus Skarstedt. Astacross dropped his video already? Cute. Outrider Scout! This valley reminds... We have a typo. This valley reminds me of my parents' farm. Yeah. I saw it all slide into the ocean, but those mountains... They were something once. A forward reconnaissance operative. Skarstedt typically takes front position on the Outriders' ventures into hostile and unknown territories. Skarstedt was raised among the fjords of Norway. Hey, Norway! But managed to get one of the last ships out when the earthquakes turned that whole country into a wasteland. I hope Karen, well, it's a good thing Karen's not here. Hearing about her country. Raised in one refugee camp after another, Skarstedt would have been dead long ago if he hadn't found his way into Tanner's band of mercenaries and learned to fight in the best of them. He's a survivor, having escaped more war zones and fallen cities than he cares to count. You even saved Skarstedt's skin a couple of times back on Earth, and he feels indebted to you for it. Now, one of the few to make it alive off Earth, Skarstedt is looking forward to finally relaxing and living a long, lazy life. Enemies. This guy attacked us earlier. Alien creature. That's what he's called. Yes. One of the first sightings of mammalian life on Enoch, sometimes referred to as the space cow. These pachyderms seemed peaceful until one of them went rabid and attacked you in the forest, using its heavy build to stubbornly charge at you again and again. Maxwell's guard. Sergeant Major Charles Maxwell's personal guard, assigned to escort him to the surface of Enoch on landing day and protect him at all costs. They are trained to establish a line of defense against any would-be aggressor who threatens Maxwell, favoring maneuverability and speed over armor. And Insurgents, Reiner. Let's see how fast you can run. A sadistic, cruel officer leading insurgent forces opposite Rifttown. He captured you and sentenced you to death by forcing you to walk across no man's land, and found pleasure in doing so. The Reiner's first name is unknown. It's believed his parents were Brazilian metalworkers who were killed savagely in the early years of colonization. Reports say he grew up with a gang of homeless children living in the gutters, probably stealing food and dodging bullets. Like many of those caught out in the open, with only makeshift shacks of corrugated steel for shelter, they were struck by a storm. Many of his friends died. Reiner alone survived the storm and was transformed, though he did not become a true altered. As is the case with other so-called captains, his powers are limited. Still, he is by no means less dangerous. Reiner's ability saw him conscripted into the insurgent army soon after. His new mid-level powers elevated him in rank, granting him command of a platoon of insurgents. Sources say Reiner carries a chip on his shoulder, forever feeling stunted, unfinished, not fully altered or human. Enoch. No Man's Land. No Man's Land occupies the uninhabitable zone between the opposing trenches, a result of the stalemate that has come to epitomize this endless war. It is a stretch of ground carved up by the treads of armored vehicles, decimated by bombings, plowed daily by the boots of 1,000 soldiers, riddled with barbed wire, rough Czech hedgehogs, unexploded ordnance, and the bodies of the slain. During the day, few dare to brave the scope of snipers and miscalculated artillery fire, even more so if they do not want to get caught in the middle of an assault. At night, large spotlights scan the ground, searching to intercept infiltrators and surprise raids. And there we go. That's our lore. We're caught up. We are in no man's land. Get to the other side of the battlefield.
I need to get out of here.
It doesn't... As a Pyromancer, enemies that are hit by your abilities are set aflame and marked. Killing these enemies will restore your health in combat. This is the most effective way you can restore health during combat. So, the demo isn't marking things as red yet. We need to get some clothes. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's go. Let's go. I do like the map. It's very easy to follow.
I just gotta get across this hellhole. Whatever the fuck's happening. I don't belong on this side. What in the... Oh, shit.
1, 2, or 3 to use a skill for the selected spots.
Who the hell are you people? Guess it's shoot first, questions later. Whoa. Did I do that? How? Yeah. Is this happening to me?
Oh, we did that. Wow, we're fucking hurt, dude. We heal by attacking, but we're really hurt. Good morning, big gun. Oh, they're up there. So that's considered cover? Hit the wrong button with my ability. I'm gonna have to change ability, Steve. So far, it's really good. I am so hurt. Wait. Yeah, I gotta change the ability. I can't do this. I can't do the 1, 2, 3. We gotta change it.
Fuck this! Run!
Get.
Hold your position!
They got a freak! Fall back! Are they running from me?
Also, I think I need
All right. I could get used to this.
Crouch needs to be control. I don't like the healing thing. Like, I can't see where the enemies are. This is... I'm just shooting them. Honestly. I'm basically just... looking where the arrow is. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm so dead. I don't like that you can't heal. That may be the one downfall with this game, because if I can't see where the enemies are... you don't heal. Hello? Whoa! Whoa! So, with that one I took cover, and I had to get out of cover in order to turn and shoot him. We're doing better than we were. He ran away. There's another guy down there. Abilities when I need to. Alright, let's do options. Okay, so also not a cool thing. You get hurt while you're in the options menu. We'll do this. That, no. I feel like that should be 2 and that should be 3. We have empty key but oh, fire, right, because we accidentally used left shift, right. We definitely want left mouse button. Back. Alright, we have changed our abilities and our gun swap is 1. The ability thing was really screwing me up. We're so gonna die again. What the fuck just happened? Why did I get it? No, 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 no. Why did I just pop out of my, I don't understand why that just happened. Reload. Okay, that was cool. hide. Reload. Okay. Hello? Spacebar? I love reloading! I don't like being hurt all the time.
Attack!
Don't attack, you jackasses. Okay. That guy's dead. Give me my health back! There we go. He's hiding like a bitch. Oh, there's my dot. So I need to make the dot more visible. Stay behind. Grab this. We got our health back!
These flares. This storm. I've seen this before. In the forest. When we landed.
Get back here!
This can't be real.
buy my stuff. Thanks, game. So we level up, we get our health back, it looks like. Wow.
I could smell the storm in your blood, your stink of Enoch. Your kind are abominations, exile.
Who the hell are you?
Outrider. Impossible. Such untapped power, such confusion. You want answers. Whatever you were before, you're something new now. A second life. Don't waste it.
Who was that?
Lord Seth? He's altered. I think it's a little man. A little man.
Altered? What the fuck does that mean?
You... you don't know what you are. Where'd you steal that uniform?
I didn't, it's mine.
Yeah? If you's really an outrider, then you fights on the wrong side, Altered.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the Grand Marshal, she'll explain. Come.
You were trolling your boss? Is that what you were doing, Big Gun? Yo, Dark Angel, welcome, welcome.
Where is she?
There.
What is that?
Go.
Do whatever you have to do, Lieutenant.
Shira?
You're alive.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You came from their side. You got any intel for us?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, I got a war to win, so either you help me, or you get back into cryo.
Hold on. I've just woken up to mud and shit. I've been asleep for God knows how many years.
31 years! So for 31 years, I've been seeing people fight and die while you were getting comfy in cryo. So excuse me for not throwing you a little welcome party.
What happened to you?
The anomaly! That's what happened.
You mean that storm?
We told them not to land. Anything more advanced than a grease engine got fried. All our data wiped out. We couldn't grow crops or make medicine, so we ended up in the same place as when we left Earth. Just killing each other over the little we have left.
Why didn't you go somewhere else? The Outriders could have...
The Outriders are dead.
What?
And the anomaly keeps us in this fucking valley. We can't go anywhere else. You don't get it, do you? You think you're dreaming? This is real. Believe me, it's fucking real. So whether you like it or not, you're stuck here in the mud and shit, like the rest of us. You should have never woken up.
Warden, miss out on all this?
Grand Marshal, we were too late. The Hounds have him. He's been taken underground.
Well, get him back.
Well, it may be our side, but that's not our turf, ma'am. I'm not losing people over Yakub.
Yakub? He's still alive?
Not for much longer, it seems.
Then I'll go find him.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Never mind. We've got it covered.
Insurgents took everything I had left.
Journal entry unlocked. Oh, yowza, it's not letting me pick it. Yowza. So we have, we just did we just did that, I'm guessing? So now we're on to tier 2. We're on easy mode and we're struggling. Setting a higher world tier will increase the game's difficulty but offers better loot. Choose the world tier card to set another tier and claim your rewards. World tier, that's so hard to say. Why is that hard to say? Auto set highest available tier? No. I mean... I think we're gonna stay on easy mode until we, like, get used to this. Because I was struggling. Right.
So Jakob's in trouble and I need to go save his ass. At least some things never change.
A History of Madness by R.T. Eliot, the official archive. 31 years ago, the once green valley that stretched between the forest and mountains formed the habitable zone. The small expanse is where the colonists first established their presence on Enoch. Now the valley is a war zone made up of trenches and squalid settlements. Dugouts, saps, and meandering maze of trench formations scar the valley. A smattering of fortifications and bunkers interrupt the monotony. The northern region is occupied by the Insurgents, the southern by the ECA. The front line of the war moves constantly and is rarely ever a straight line. The conflict is decidedly stagnant, both sides achieving as many victories as they suffer defeats. On the front lines can be found the most unfortunate living in rudimentary shelters built to offer a little cover from rain and anomaly storms, and even less cover from artillery fire. Their living quarters are practically outposts, and to jump too high out of bed is to invite a sniper's bullet. We can go back into this mode. ECA fortress built inside deep ravines, Rift Town was built as a response to the storms that ravaged the first city, a safe haven that would provide natural protection from the anomaly's destruction. The ECA moved here after evacuating from a ruined first city, and Rift Town has served as a crucial location ever since. Walking through the streets of this place, however, reveals the wretched conditions people live in. Neighborhoods of slums, the threat of death in every corner, all greeted by the tired, hollow eyes of Rift Town's starving residents. Operation Shelter Scout Report. We have discovered a prime location we wish to submit for consideration to satisfy the objectives of this operation. There is a complex of rifts and ravines nestled beneath the mountains to the southwest of this valley. Walking through these ravines, there was not even a gust of wind able to pierce through them. They would serve as an ideal natural barrier against any storm that passed, and the narrow passes would greatly simplify the challenges to fortify and protect any settlement erected here. However, we would recommend the reinforcement of the cliff sides to prevent any imminent disaster by sudden rockfall or avalanche. We are confident the ravines are wide enough to accommodate all essential ECA personnel and infrastructure. The rifts are also a natural barrier in the event we need to close the gates to keep out non-essential personnel. Characters. Shira Gutman. Wow, we're just now getting her? Grand Marshal of Rift Town. Can you imagine what this world will look like in a few months? A few years? I feel like we read this already. So it marked it as yellow again. Yeah, we read this already. We read that. We read all those. Who's the new character? So that is one problem. If you read somebody, it will still mark them as yellow. So it seems to be more of a who you're with at the time kind of thing. The Hounds Crime Syndicate. A crime syndicate based in Rift Town, the Hounds partake in all kinds of petty and organized crime, from selling contraband to protection, racketeering, and murder. The Hounds have marked their turf in the lower levels of Rift Town and conduct many of their illicit operations there, where the ECA's reach is the weakest. Elements of the Hounds first appeared during Bruno Nyberg's ECA presidency. Nyberg responded to the rise in crime by condemning those who were involved in illegal acts and comparing them to a pack of rabid hounds and mongrels. The Hounds have carried such titles proudly ever since. The Hounds started as a small gang of youths who accomplished little more than stealing some food or fuel, with the authorities paying them no mind. Over the years, as the ECA's power and authority waned, the Hounds have been taking advantage of the situation, recruiting the increasingly disenfranchised and bolstering their numbers. They are now considered a force to be reckoned with. History and lore? The Anomaly. Enoch's mysterious energy. The aberrant energy extent of planet Enoch has been dubbed the Anomaly because it follows few laws of known physics. Its remorselessly violent storms create pockets of distortion where rules like gravity, time, and even the physical manifestation of atoms become unpredictable. The first recorded manifestation was on landing day when the Outriders, tasked with securing the landing area, wandered right into one of the Anomaly's storm-like manifestations. Very few walked out. In the years since, the colony has learned to shelter in rifts, caves, and other structures when the storm arrives. The Anomaly's electromagnetic field has had even more devastating effects than the storms. First was the erasing of the colony's digital drives, filled with all knowledge from Earth. Then came the slow decimating of any complex electronics, which led to the Mass Awakening, the whole tragic debacle that set the colony on the course to war. Many have raised the question, why wasn't the anomaly detected by Earth's instruments during the exhaustive study of its habitability? Had they known, certainly Enoch would never have been selected for colonization. Or would it? That's my question. Or would it? Let's see. It keeps suggesting her, but we've already done that. Skills, let's take a look at this. So we have another skill. So the one we've been using is Heatwave. Summon a fiery wave that deals 24 damage and inflicts burn on all enemies in its path. The next one we have is my V button. Feed the. Now I did reassign these guys. They're default 1, 2, and 3, but as a Destiny player, I can't do 1, 2, and 3 as my abilities. It's awkward. Anyway, V. Select and pull an enemy towards you, dealing 34 damage, draining 34 health, and inflicting ash. Interesting. So we might want to do combos like V and then F. Okay. All right. There's a lot of things here. You can change your skills here and assign them to shortcuts, right? So you can change them here, I guess. All right, let's go. Descend into the Hounds warehouse to save Yakub.
Hey, Shira. I'm geared up and tracking down Yakub. Now, who the hell are these assholes?
They're thugs, drug runners, and child slavers. They call themselves the Hounds. And believe me, no one's gonna miss them if you put a few dozen in body bags.
Why the hell haven't you done something about them already?
Honestly, what you get. Because their black market keeps our soldiers happy. And at least they're not eating their own fucking kids like the insurgents we're fighting out there.
Yeah, I met a few of them. Not so friendly.
Interesting, so we can buy armor and stuff like that. Vendors allow you to buy and sell items, your current amount of scrap, Enoch's currency, and other resources can be found in the bottom left corner of the screen. So, let's dismiss. Scrap, okay, that's the lug nut. Good quality screws and bolts. I guess it is a bolt, isn't it? Local currency used to buy wares from vendors, drop from human enemies, chests, and solid items. Leather, that's the splotch. Animal and beast hide, used to improve armor pieces and crafting. Drops from creatures, chests, and disassembled armor parts. Iron. Common ore, used to improve weapons and crafting. Drops from ores, chests, and disassembled weapons. We can disassemble weapons. Titanium, that's the pyramids of Giza. Rare ore, used to improve from rarity to epic and for leveling items. Drops from tougher enemies and disassembled epic and legendary items. And then shards. Shards are used in crafting to raise specific attributes of equipment, gained when disassembling weapons and armor. Okay. I'm glad we looked that over. These guys are loud, hey? There's
The insurgents took
a fight going on.
this. I'm sure if we knew, none of this would be surprising.
He cheated! He cheated!
How do you cheat? These people are fucking animals.
Not for the war. How long? Give me the good stuff.
40, maybe 50 years.
You see, Goodman, the insurgents took everything I had.
Ooh, play together. At any time, you can switch between single player and co-op mode for up to 3 players. When playing with others, the difficulty is higher, but the loot is better. Co-op with friends, you can invite your friends from the lobby or from the game menu. Your friends can also join without invitation. If your game privacy is set to friends only or open. Matchmaking, you can use the matchmaking station at the camp to find a party. If your privacy is set to open, other players can join you via matchmaking. So you have a choice of whether or not you want to play with other people. Quest timeline in the lobby. Quest timeline lets you set the story to any unblocked story point, past or future. Your hero level and equipment will not change, only the story point. Okay. I pressed tab. Okay, so that tells me where to go.
Please, I haven't eaten for days.
Revered one? It ain't fair.
I pressed tab out of habit, and yeah. Cool, very cool. I like that.
So what did the old guy do?
Co-op voting. All players need to agree before proceeding to another location in co-op. Follow the prompts on the screen to vote. Alternatively, you can step inside the circle to vote yes. We are by ourselves, so we do what we want.
I'm looking for Jakub Dubrowski.
Go away.
Listen, asshole. You got a gun pointed right at your...
What the hell is going on out there?
It's on Steam. Are you gonna try it then? You're thinking about it? I switched weapons without realizing it. Okay, I kind of like this. on, mofo. Poke. Peek, I should say. Oh, I'm out of ammo on that? Interesting. That's why it switched. I have no... We have an ammo issue. Seriously, dude? Oh, okay. Hello? The movement's gonna take a while to get used to. Each arena has goals that must be completed. These objectives are marked with icons on your radar. Okay. Look at that. There's an objective. What is that? Yeah, no, it's demo, so you can play so much of it, and then, wow, that was quick. Okay, alright. Mother sucker. Can't use my ability? No! Let me out! Shit. No. Fuck. Mother trucker. Just a wee bit. Yo, buddy. What you doing? Open the gate. Load up.
Now where's Jakob?
Good question.
Nice eyes.
Hey! Whoa. Oh, sorry guys. I thought this was the bathroom. You okay?
I had it under control.
Been a while.
I know you. Kurva! I thought you were dead.
You'll soon be dead if you don't get your ass to Shira's right now.
Shira. All right. Come meet me there when you're ready.
I like how they're always like, come meet me when you're ready. That's not how it works in real life.
Shira, I got Jakob out in one piece. He's on his way to you.
That old drunk just refuses to die. Well, you should come join us. We have some catching up to do.
Return point. This is a return point. You can use it to fast travel back to the camp or any explorer flags you have captured. Return points are one way only. Fast travel. After accessing an explorer flag or a return point, you can fast travel to a previously captured explorer flag by selecting a node on the map. So I'm guessing this is where we're going. Oh, we have to hold it down. Got it. So this flag then is a fast travel point. Find a party. Matchmaking. Use the matchmaking station at the camp to start or join a co-op session. Wow, they thought of a lot here. I gotta say, I'm a little impressed. Guys, this, I know it's just a demo, but like, this is working really well for day one. Really well. We have a bar.
Hit me, I'm parched.
Anything good? No? Lager on tap? Okay, I'm out.
Don't give me rations I deserve. Rations I deserve. I swear I'm getting.
Wait, is that who? No. Maybe I'm far.
Hey, man. Come on, man.
Maybe I went to the wrong place.
I'm talking to you. You guys are crazy.
Maybe we need to go up.
Back on Earth. We did in our past lives. Back on Earth.
Hey, look, stairs.
I find some semblance of comfort in
Aha!
After we capture the bunker, we need to prepare.
That guy is really orange-ish.
No, because he won't. Because he can do what the fuck he wants.
Hey, never been so happy to see a familiar face. You haven't aged a day.
And you got old, my friend. In the hallway, that was Seth. What was he doing here?
Ignoring our pleas for help.
I thought he was on your side.
Seth, he's not on anyone's side. The insurgents have altered their walking nightmares. We're lucky Seth shows up to fight them back sometimes, but only if it fits whatever the hell game he's playing. Hey, damn it.
You have no idea how bad it is, Outrider. We thought we escaped the apocalypse. We thought we could start over again here. But we were wrong. I was wrong.
Shira.
Do you know why I'm in charge? Because I'm the only officer left alive. The insurgents at our door. They're feral, sadistic. They have us surrounded. We're low on food and bullets. And if those freaks don't kill us, this planet will!
Welcome back.
The black fungus in the forest. We never found a cure. The mountains are filled with abominations. And the anomaly storms get bigger every year. We don't have much time left. If we don't find a way out of this valley, if we don't find a miracle, this last shred of humanity is over.
Shira!
Well, would you look at that?
I can do things now. I don't understand, but maybe there's a reason.
Yes, you are. I guess I know why I saved your damn life all those years ago.
I'm sure this is exactly what you had in mind.
I'm not complaining.
Still, I don't get it. The day we landed, that storm, it tore Cuthbert apart, but not me. Why? Why was I...
Altered? Who the hell knows? When those storms hit, some get ripped inside out, some turn pink polka dot, and a few come back. Fucking immortal.
Nothing about the anomaly makes sense. It disrupts the laws of nature. It mutates whatever it touches. Early on, the ECA's best scientists tried to understand the storms, to tame them. None survived.
I guess you got lucky, boss. Or maybe not.
All I care about is that you are on our side. Our only supply line is blocked by an altar that our weapons cannot touch. Out by the old solar array. Seth had no interest in helping us, but now, you're here.
Hell, why not? Maybe I can buy humanity another day.
Lieutenant, what the hell was that?
The whole front line just collapsed! Like an earthquake, all right. I think we lost our whole first line of defenses!
On my way. Go, go, go!
Hey, in case I don't get another chance, I tried to find you. But it all went to shit. We had to run for our lives.
Forget it. I'm alive. I should have been dead 10 times over, if not for Tanner, if not for Shira. I'm the one with dues to pay now, Jakob.
Boss, I missed you. It's good to have you back. Now go beat that altered's ass for us, so we can get back in this goddamn fight.
When you progress through the
Outrider,
main...
be careful out there. It's bad.
I'll see what I can do. But Shira, I still got about 30 years of questions to catch up on.
So if you make it back in one piece, come and ask me. But I don't promise I'll have all the answers.
New side quests are unlocked. When you progress through the main storyline, new side quests will become available. Check out the radar or world map for new quest icons. I take it those are the flags that we see. Side quests. Very story rich.
Why can't we just get the altar to go at it?
Any altar that fight with us are a luxury soldier, not a crutch for you to lean on.
A luxury soldier.
Patrolling the
This
damn town.
kind of looks anthem-y to
Rebels
me.
not content with dodging the bad guys' bullets.
Carve a path to the solar tower. Okay, I'm not sure where to go. We'll go this way.
Tanks are dry. No more water.
I'd be having fun with this. Girls day and night. And I'd have a lot more of other people's stuff.
And I guess we're all lucky you ain't altered.
We have an exclamation mark.
The best selection in Rifttown can only be found at Mr. Chang's.
The store.
Come, see what wonders I have for sale.
Another time, mister. I'm having one shitty day.
Bitter wind blows for us all. Come, how about a little hot tea?
Sure, why not?
Not much of an inventory.
Don't mind all this crap, Honored One. I keep all the good stuff.
Should have paid, old man! You're altered. I didn't know.
Think I care? He was about to show me the good stuff.
Just acting on orders.
Whose orders?
Barker, he runs the Hounds gang. He's trying to take out all the vendors in Rift Town. It won't work for him!
Worst fucking day.
Dude, I wanted some tea. Like, that guy just ruined it all. So, yeah. It's been a rough day. Came back to life.
What the hell happened?
The insurgents dug underneath my troops, blew the whole goddamn front to hell. If you can't open the supply line, we're done for.
Let's go explore. This is an interesting...
Hey, Shira. I got some business in Hounds territory. What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
He fights dirty, preys on the innocent. His men are loyal because they're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom of the rift. I'm fighting one damn war already. I can't afford another.
Seems the Hounds have outlived their usefulness to you. Good thing I came along.
It was gonna tell me something about emotes and it disappeared. Exit to the front lines. Yowza. That was a really quick cutscene. Check your quest tab for more info. How? Do we check our quest tab? I do like the tab. Alright. Huh. I guess we won't worry about it. That's one thing.
Boss, do you see a big tower? That's where you need to get. The old solar tower. But it's a mess out there. Everything's upside down.
Yeah, I noticed. Don't worry, I'm carving my way through it.
They should remind you like what buttons are assigned to what. Well, we have to go that way. So sprinting is toggle. Whoa! Okay, that's a new one. Oh, he got away. Dude, okay. That was a very bad ability kill. Or ability, I should say. You guys are jackasses. It almost looks like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. It's terrible. Level 4! Fuck yeah. Alright, journal entry. We got it. Insurgents Rifleman, forming the backbone and most of the cannon fodder of the insurgent army. The Rifleman is the first line of defense and the first line of attack. They are responsible for fortifying defenses, replenishing ammunition, maintaining equipment, manning stationary guns, I should say, keeping watch, and the disgusting, undignified work of cleaning out the filth that accumulates in the trenches. In combat, the Rifleman is an agile, fast-moving soldier that provides cover support for other units that prefer to close or keep their distance. The Rifleman will attempt flanking maneuvers or use frag grenades to flush out targets that hunker down behind cover and can deploy smoke canisters to conceal positions and confuse their opponent. It only takes a heartbeat to qualify for a Rifleman, and they are granted minimal armor. When given the room to maneuver and use their grenades, however, they can pose a deadly threat. Ooh, we have more. Ooh. Let's do, see, we just did Alien. Let's do Cutthroat. Entirely familiar with the claustrophobic narrows of the trenches, soldiers are often forced to engage in hand-to-hand combat using their fists or the butts of their weapons. But facing against a charging, ululating cutthroat wielding scythes, there is little to avenge soldier. There is little the average soldier can do to fight back. We're doing terribly right now reading. A crazed suicidal zealot that has forsaken projectile weapons for the thrill of getting up close and personal, the cutthroat will often tightly bind their arms, legs, or waist with cords to restrict blood flow. If they are wounded, this stops them from bleeding out before they've slaughtered their target. If they succeed in closing distance with their prey, the cutthroat unleashes a flurry of deadly strikes with sharpened weapons. Their best defense, insurgents to relentlessly charge on and never turn their back to their enemy, the cutthroat is not only fearless in the face of death, but actively seeks martyrdom and is deadlier for it. Gauss, Besieger of Rifttown. Do you control your powers? Or do they control you? It is not too late to pick the winning side. An insurgent altered, gifted with the power to manipulate electromagnetic energy, Gauss has taken residence in the solar tower near Rifttown, blocking a crucial supply line that supports Rifttown. Rumors about his upbringing tell us he was born in Enoch in the early days of the colony. Orphaned at age 5, the boy barely survived childhood amid non-stop chaos and violence. Like many among the insurgents, his grief turned into a festering anger for the ECA's actions that led to his parents' deaths. The day a storm hit his platoon, mutating him into a powerful altered, was the day he could truly realize his fury. Gauss went on a rampage against the ECA for days on end, leading to the loss of much ground in Eagle Peaks. The transition from human to altered seems to take an immense toll on the psyche. While the negative expressions of the individual's personality are amplified, many of their positive traits are muted. Their personal relationships quickly deteriorate, they grow alienated from their communities, and eventually become entirely detached from society. It's unknown whether this is a result of an innate condition of being altered, or whether it's due to how the altered are perceived and feared by those they once called friends. Characters. Oh, we got that. It says 6, but there's only 4 that are. Wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Jakub Dabrowski. Yeah, we've known him for a little while, but we didn't read about him. The grumbling mechanic. Did we not really read about him? We read about him. Okay. Seth. Who is this? Altered. I remember meeting this guy. One of the few altered fighting on the side of the ECA. Seth's massive power is one of the reasons the ECA still survives. But like the rest of his altered kin, he is unpredictable, unreliable, and not entirely sane. You almost fell victim to Seth when you first encountered him in No Man's Land, and it was only his noticing your Outriders uniform that saved you. He appears to still hold some respect for the Outriders long after their myth was tarnished and lost for most. Mr. Chang, who we just met and saw pass away, a bitter wind blows for us all. A typical junk seller in Rift Town, but atypically pleasant and friendly, Mr. Chang was protective of a business he struggled to maintain in war. Mr. Chang was murdered in cold blood at the hand of a thug working for the Hounds. The ECA supplies most of the standard equipment to their soldiers, but merchants can provide that extra bit of firepower or protection with custom and higher quality weaponry and armor. At least for those who can afford it. While anyone is free to trade their gear, the ECA tightly controls who is allowed to set up shop within its territory in their paranoia to prevent another insurgency. Other than that, it's a Wild West rules. Weapons on Enoch are as common as bread used to be on Earth. Now a piece of bread costs a fortune. The merchants have been known to take advantage of the lack of competition by coming together to form cartels and fix prices. This collusion is why, for some, the Hounds' attempts to take over the merchants' businesses isn't entirely unjustified. Barker, leader of the Hounds. Leader of the gang known as the Hounds, Barker terrorizes the merchants of Rift Town with the help of his thugs. His latest attempt to seize more control over the marketplace saw many merchants killed or abducted with the aim of establishing his own battleground cartel. Since Barker's rise to power in the gang, the Hounds became an even greater thorn in Shira Gutman's side. Barker recognizes he can never best the ECA and has no intention to. He is happy for the ECA to hold the insurgents at bay, while he takes advantage of the internal turmoil and builds his kingdom within a kingdom. He hides among the general population, making his kennel deep inside the bottom level of the slums. He's typically been careful not to overextend his reach and provoke the Grand Marshal too much. Although, that seems to be changing. The Insurgents! Realizing the Enoch Colonization Authority had abandoned them, leaving them utterly exposed to Enoch's horrors, a revolutionary group formed calling themselves Exiles. These insurgents, as the ECA calls them, launched an all-out assault against the Authority. Despite their superior numbers, the insurgents' inferior weaponry, training, and discipline resulted in their attacks being easily rebuffed. The insurgents' cause seemed all but lost, but the ECA was in for an ugly surprise. Soon after the storm started coming, the first Altered began emerging among the insurgents. The power and fury of these first monstrosities were enough to turn the tide of the war. The ECA's panicked, failed attempts at first killing the insurgents and their leaders, and then peace brokering, were met with derision. The insurgents were out for blood. Today, the insurgents are ruled by merciless, altered warlords who believe themselves to be gods, near immortals who bathe in the horror of war, feeding their flock with hatred towards the ECA and nihilistic lust for death. And there we have it. We're caught up on lore. Alright, guys. We have an item to pick up. This is an Explorer flag. Once you capture it, you can fast travel between any Explorer flags in this region and your camp. Okay. Let's capture it. Awesome sauce. Deposits such as this will allow you to gather resources used in crafting. Interesting. It's our first material harvested. We'll automatically pick up resources dropped by your enemies. If you approach them, check your inventory to see your current amount of resources. So it's kind of a dead giveaway, like, where we're going to be battling. Because, you know, we have cover. That up. Okay, I thought it was gonna like automatically put me over there. Really? Do I have to press W and then do... I don't know. I don't get it. It says space, but I don't know why it's doing that. Insurgents Marksman, the stalemate of the trenches, provides the insurgents with plenty of opportunities to practice their marksmanship. The best crack shots are given scoped rifles and promoted to the position of marksman. Often operating from distances of hundreds of meters away, the sniper has learned to identify high-value targets, blend with the environment, and negotiate the wind, humidity, and spin drift that will affect every shot. The sniper prefers to keep a healthy distance from any immediate danger and uses their rifle's long range to harass and take down opponents from afar, together with a laser pointer to improve target acquisition. To increase speed for quick repositioning, the sniper sacrifices armor, and even when cornered, their sidearm can still pose a danger to weakened foes. Yes, having fun so far. Breacher. In the confines of the trenches, the firepower and spread of a shotgun, known as a trench sweeper, can clear out most unarmored opposition in seconds. Soldiers fortunate enough to make it across no man's land and jump into an enemy trench are able to quickly clear both directions in seconds. While automatic shotguns are the most devastating, pump shotguns can be just as deadly when using the rapid slam fire mode. Requiring little skill, this weapon has a greater hit probability in tight spaces than most automatic weapons. The breacher will relentlessly close distance with their target in order to deliver lethal hits at close range. The weapon's small range requires heavy armor, especially frontal. The breacher carries a bundle of grenades on his back, which he uses liberally, all but a single one that happens to be attached to a dead man's switch. Yeah, those guys were kind of a pain. What's this? Oh, guys, we have the class page. You can spend your class points here to develop your character. You will get more points after reaching certain character levels. Wow. Huh. I kind of want to, you know, go towards the anomaly power. How do I... Can I not select this? It had an exclamation point. I guess now is not the time. Interesting. Okay. We're still carving that path. Yeah, it's insane. There's three paths, and you can cross the path at certain junctions. Interrupts and resistance. Altered enemies and anomaly-enhanced creatures can cast their own abilities and protect against your skills. A filling casting bar shows that an enemy is concentrating to use their ability. You could hit a casting enemy with your interrupt keyword skill, interrupt keyword skill to stop them. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but okay. Building resistance. When you use skills that interrupt or immobilize elite enemies, those enemies build up resistance. This is indicated by the blue arrow swirly icon turning blue. When resistance is built up, the enemy gets engulfed in a blue aura. Effect resistance. Blue aura indicates that an enemy is temporarily immune to interrupt and immobilizing effects. You cannot interrupt an enemy's abilities while he is in this state. The bar around the icon indicates how long this effect will last. Okay. Let's do this. No, I didn't want to jump. I wanted to do that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yowza. Oh, holy Ronnie. Rusty cowboy. So okay, or you can just shoot them with a sniper rifle. Ah, mother trucker.
I'm getting major deja vu in this place. Reminds me of that mission in Damascus, when we rescued those diplomats.
I had to save your ass from that machete-wielding mob.
Ha! More like that time I had to save your sorry ass from that redneck mob storming DC.
Those missions felt like we were fighting for a reason. But this shithole, it's never been worth fighting for.
So what's it all about for you then?
Just trying to live another day. Boss, we're barely holding on.
Sounds like I chose a good day to wake up then.
Okay, I guess that's not what I meant to do. I wanted to do that. thought we were going into a cutscene. That was oh my gosh, Tiber, your aim is trash. Harvest. Let's do this. Squirrel! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god, let me out, dude. I just did, but it was kind of cool. I'm getting used to these abilities. Oh, I'm on fire. Apparently I can put myself on fire. Don't walk till you're on fire, folks. We're just playing with weapons here. Alright. Okay, so control only lets you climb when they want you to go that way. Got it. I just shot him in the nuts.
Jakub, I'm seeing a lot of dead people. They look like they've been sautéed.
Shit. Be careful.
Jakub, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently, so am I.
Touché. It sounds like farting. He just keeps saying, "Where are you hiding? No. What on earth? Wait. What the fuck,
Gotta
dude?
keep moving.
I'm trying to keep moving. That's not cool, dude. Die! Holy fuck, where'd he go? Oh, he's way over there. The fuck? Have to run a lot. Okay. Hold down that shift button. And just abilities. No, run! The controls are a little awkward. I don't feel like it's as responsive as it could be, but you know. Run! Oh my gosh, I'm like holding shift and she doesn't always respond. You can reload while running though. Oh, it slowed me down, but still. Mother trucker. Wait.
And so, Outrider, you've had your first kill. We Altered do not die so easily, do we?
Seth.
Come. We must speak.
They asked you to help them. To fight the Altered down there. Why didn't you?
That pathetic monstrosity was a distraction.
People are dying because of him. Without the supply route open...
They all die. These feeble creatures. Slaughtering each other over scraps. You waste your gifts. Running errands for them. Trying to win their meaningless, endless war. You must realize, you're not like them anymore.
So what? I should play at being a god like you?
I am not playing. But you are something even more. Altered and Outrider. The last Outrider. Do what you were sent here for. Go! Beyond the frontier. These people need their gods. Only one like you could lead them to a future.
Why not you?
They call him Moloch. I fight another war, far above this petty squalor. My war is with the worst of our kind. This one is too powerful. He will destroy us all, unless I hunt him down. But this is not your fight. You are to be the shepherd. Find a way for them out of this slaughter, Outrider.
Shira, it's done. Your supply line's open, I'm heading home.
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've lost 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
Yo, Brewski, you're done with the demo already? You're like the second person that I've talked to. How much longer do I have? And have you guys been skipping cutscenes? Don't wanna do that. Attend the debrief with Yakub and Shira and her commander. Oh wait, do I have to fast travel? That might be it. Let's take a look. You skipped, you just wanted to play and see how it goes. You got like 5 classes. Right, you have 4 classes you can play on.
Grand Marshal's got us patrolled.
Go home.
Ever spoken to that fool? Come on, man. You are lost.
I find some
Motherfucker's got a damned Outriders jack.
Why can't we just get the altar?
He just called me a motherfucker. Oh, that's right, you can't hit tab.
I don't believe you. They do, Peck.
Jakub? Shira? The signal in the forest. You remember it?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
You still have its frequency, don't you?
You mean this frequency?
Curva. You got the winning lotto numbers tattooed on your ass cheek, too?
Still don't believe me?
Ugh, I hate when you play the I told you so.
That signal is still playing like a distant echo. It's digital, which means it must be coming from a place where there is no anomaly. The problem is, we've never been able to locate its source because we've never had the right frequency. Until you showed up. So now listen close, you need to bring those precise numbers to Dr. Abraham Zahidi, one of our last scientists.
Bullshit. He's been deep in enemy territory for weeks now. 5 Rations says Zahidi's dead.
We don't know that. You. I've seen you before. It was in the med lab. You woke me out of cryo.
Guess life's real funny that way.
Meet Jane, sniper, first class. She almost died trying to save his life. She'll guide you.
Wait, Shira. When we landed, that signal was already playing. Do you have any idea who or what is sending it?
Do yourself a favor, don't ask that question. Whatever's out there, they don't want to be found. And whoever goes looking for that fucking signal ends up dead.
But it's the only chance we've got. And if anyone can get there alive, it's all of you.
Shira, come on.
Jakub! That's an order.
Sorry I left you to die in that med lab.
Hey, no worries.
Didn't really have a choice.
I'd have done the same.
I would have left you for dead too.
I'm not willing to write McCain off yet. He's one tough son
Wait,
of a
how do we
bitch.
check the quest tab? This is something we're not figuring out here. Those are emotes.
I told you that if you pissed him off, we get guard duty. I told you.
Really? That's inventory. Quest map. You were saying use I to get into the area where you could do the thing. Got you.
Spread the word. Whoever finds McCain gets a week home from the front. 2 weeks if they find him alive.
Nice. Speak to Yakub to leave for the first city. As sure as you learn the signal you detected in the forest 31 years ago,
McCain off yet.
It's still being broadcast. Having the right frequency means you can finally find its source. Shira believes the only way to explain a digital signal outliving all the electronics is that the signal is coming from somewhere beyond the anomaly. This is the only hope humanity has. Shut up! I'm trying to read here.
A week home from the front.
Yowza.
2 weeks if they find him alive.
Dr. Abraham Zahidi can help you track down the signal, but he has captured the first city by the insurgents. You need to find him. Bad Day must be a side quest. Yeah, we can come back and do those later.
I'm not willing to write McCain off yet. He's one tough son of a bitch.
We have a lot more. We need to get away from her, though, because she keeps talking.
Guy's crazier than a soup sandwich.
Really?
Back on Earth, guys like him would get locked in a...
So, Jakob, what do you think the signal is?
Beats me. Just some fake hope bullshit for losers who can't accept the world has gone to shit. But I guess that's our goddamn mission now. So meet us at my garage when you're ready.
Got you. Jane Calm, ECA Sniper First Class. With your help, Outrider, we're gonna get out of this valley. Are we? Are we? Jane served under Shira for many years. Shira took notice of her one day when Jane popped the helmet off an insurgent captain from 200 feet with nothing but her rifle iron sights. Jane later became a staunch believer in Zahidi's mission. She volunteered to accompany him as a bodyguard during his expeditions into hostile territory. Her courage, superior skill as a marksman, and stealthy approach were ideal when infiltrating positions held by insurgents or infested with monsters. During their latest expedition, Jane found you as you emerged from your cryopod after 31 years of stasis. She was forced to leave you behind, fearing for Zahidi's safety, but was ultimately unable to prevent the doctor from getting captured. Frustrated with herself, rescuing Zahidi is now of paramount importance to her. The Altered, part of the History of Madness by R.T. Elliott. Humans that have been transformed into godlike beings capable of deciding the outcomes of battles. Their powers seem inextricably linked to the anomaly, though it is unknown to what extent. While they are not immune to the anomaly's effects, they are far more resilient. Among other things, they possess supernatural strength, are capable of rapid healing, and even appear able to survive lethal injuries. These qualities have raised them to the status of living gods in many people's eyes, worshipped by many, answerable to none. A great deal remains unknown about the Altered, particularly in regard to the effects this state has on the mind. While the extent of their powers vary, many have demonstrated extreme, erratic, and irrational behaviors. Akin to the mentally deranged, some believe that the mutations which make them altered also damage the brain. Others say it is the very power they possess that corrupts them. Some are concerned that without the presence of more moderate altered who can maintain the balance, such as Seth, the more extreme of them may seek to tear down the very walls and institutions that keep us alive. We already read him. We killed him. Captains! Those among the insurgents who display unique altered-like abilities are promoted to captain and given command of a platoon of soldiers. For most ordinary soldiers facing against them, the difference between a captain and an altered is usually lost on them. Despite what many captains like to claim, they don't quite match up to the power and ferocity of an altered, but there are many more of them and their skills are a significant boon to any who fight alongside them. The captain is assigned to positions that the insurgents deem crucial to hold or attack, as their high resilience and ability to turn even the most spent, hopeless group of soldiers into a formidable force makes them a clear danger. No captain is identical to another, as each one brings a different combination of abilities, weapons, and armor to the battlefields. Enoch. Landmark Solar Tower. This is the place we just went to. Lookout point. Once built as a hub for the production of solar energy, the solar tower ceased serving its original purpose when the anomaly fried the solar panels. The tower has since served as a lookout point for the supply route that Rift Town has come to depend on, and control of the tower effectively grants control of the route. Department of Energy and Industry status report. There is no response from the solar panels. All the cells appear to be burnt out. We have tried to analyze the wear level on the batteries, but even our testing equipment is now malfunctioning. Our workers sustained multiple electrical injuries during the examination of the tower systems. I believe whatever caused the system-wide malfunction, it overloaded systems beyond capacity. The solar tower will remain out of commission for the foreseeable future until a cause for this breakdown can be determined. For public safety reasons, the area will be locked down. 3 history and lore pieces. The Signal. Dr. Abraham Zahidi. Personal notes. The first documented interaction with the Signal occurred on Landing Day, the day the Outriders first descended on Enoch to lay the groundwork for the colony to come. Recorded testimony by any Outriders themselves is scarce. The unknown Outrider who personally discovered the exploratory probe that relayed the signal did not survive that day, although Grand Marshal Gutman herself claims to have heard firsthand by radio the moment of discovery. All we are left with is the knowledge that a digital signal is broadcasting from somewhere beyond the valley, and that somehow, impossibly, the signal predates the arrival of the SM Flores itself. Predates. The implications of a technology that was broadcasting on Enoch before we set foot on this planet are tremendous, and may have speculated on the origin of the signal. But that is all it is. Speculation. Of much greater effect to our survival than hypotheses of advanced alien races and time travel is the signal's very nature. The fact that it's a digital signal necessitates that it is being broadcast by an electronic apparatus, a computer, an integrated circuit, a microprocessor. Every known device like this has been turned to useless scrap by the anomaly, which begs the question. With the anomaly having destroyed all electronics, how is it possible that the signal is being broadcast at all? Could there exist a place outside the reach of the anomaly? The anomaly's phases by Dr. Abraham Zahidi. Personal notes. Observations of the anomaly's 3 distinct phases. In the inert phase, the anomaly seems to have only subtle, harmless effects on the environment. Interactions with the atmosphere create auroras, and sensitive electronics start to malfunction. This is the phase in which we found the anomaly when we first landed in the valley. Little did we know it was during the inert phase that the anomaly builds pressure toward an inevitable explosive release. In the awakening phase, the anomaly begins causing its long-term negative effects. Genetic alteration to flora and fauna result in rapid mass mutations. Once green valleys wither and die. Lakes become toxic, and frequent electromagnetic pulses render all electronics useless. In the final phase, the anomaly's accumulated charge reaches its zenith and explodes into storm-like phenomena. At first, it appears as a flickering in the atmosphere, while moments later manifests as bended beams of ionized gas, similar to a solar prominence. These violent conflagrations light up the skies with colors that are beautiful in their way, while obliterating while obliterating almost any living thing they touch and upending the very nature of reality. A storm can last for hours or even days before it finally calms down and returns to its inert phase, leaving behind surreal distortions as it begins building pressure again. The anomaly and electronics. Sounds like we need to go with analog stuff. I'm just saying. Excerpts of a report to the ECA Council, Planetary Effects on Electrical and Electronic Devices. Careful study and analysis has prompted the following conclusions. First, we must establish that electrical devices are mechanical objects that take electric energy and roughly convert it into heat, motion, or light. They are fairly resilient to power fluctuations. Electronics, such as computers, hard drives, networks, and anything else using transistors and circuit boards, operate at low voltages to manipulate electrical energy into more complex forms, such as audio, video, data, and are far more susceptible to power fluctuations. There is much speculation of an unknown force present in Enoch's atmosphere, what may have come to call the anomaly. This anomaly emits random intermittent electromagnetic pulses, EMP. These EMPs produce high voltages to electronics, causing them to overload and overheat, effectively melting their internal components. EMPs can still affect electrical devices, such as making a light bulb glow brighter, but do not outright destroy them. This is how hard drives, computers, and 3D printers stop working, while it's still possible for there to be functional vehicle engines, heaters, lights, and batteries. We foresee that a continuation of these EMPs will eventually destroy all electronics, and it is vital that we convert all that we can into mechanical or analog configurations. I'm proud of you, video game. Nice work. Okay. Let's go to Yakub.
Fuck you. Shouldn't think what we did. Never. How the hell does the ECA expect?
I ran into people and got stuck. You can change your appearance here? I don't want to do that, but wow, okay.
Just think, if this mission...
What happened to everyone else? None of the other Outriders survived?
Well, you had front row seats for the shit show that started it all. You know, most of us were dead that first day. The few dozen that were left, they did what we came here to do. They fucking explored. Wait. Who do you think died trying to figure out we couldn't leave this fucking valley?
Why are you the only Outrider alive?
You think I was gonna explore this damn planet after what we saw? Fuck them. Let them have my badge. I didn't need to be an Outrider that bad anyway.
As the last remnants of humanity destroy themselves, the signal is still out there. And with it lies the key to our salvation. We journey from the ruins of our old world and into what lies beyond.
The things I've seen, even I do not believe them.
Where I am taking these two, there's no coming back.
You think you're dreaming?
What the...
This is real.
Get on!
Do what you were sent here for! Go! Beyond the frontier!
It's the end of the goddamn world out there.
All this
resistance. This world is crashing down. And what will be left?
Beyond here, there's only death.
I'm finding that signal.